seems like God always knows what you need.
Amen.
When you need it. We can always figure what we want to, but God sometimes have you another avenue to travel on. I'd like to first of all thank the committee for putting together yesterday's fellowship banquet. And the children came over, and I'm telling you, God, first let me say, I give honor to God. And I thank Him for sustaining my life. Doesn't mean you look at me and I look all preppy and everything that things are well. I tell people often we're like pecans. You can go pick a pecan up, but until you crack the shell, you don't know what's on the inside. You all know some of them look real good until you crack them open. You got to say, am I right? Amen. Well, yesterday we had a lovely, lovely fellowship banquet at the Golden Corral, and the children attended. And at first, I think there was a little doubt about who was going to show up, but don't you worry, God got everything. Come on, man. Amen. And the reason I was shedding tears when those children were singing that song, I remember the first anniversary I had in March of '09. The mass choir sang that to me because they knew it was my favorite song. And I shed tears because if you had known these children when they first came here and what they sound like now, you will see God in it. I also want to thank Mother Bullard and the entire committee for working out. And I want to let all those who are visiting with us today to let you know that I know the heart of Ebenezer. Now listen to what I'm saying. The heart of them says that they wanted to do it bigger. They wanted to do it bigger. But due to uncertain, unseen things, they did the best that they could, and which was adequate and sufficient. One thing that I can say, I don't believe you could get any better than Bishop Aycock. He was here. Sitting on this right side in March of '09. And I asked him if he had anything to say. He said, I'm just here to enjoy. But boy, did he have something to say 5 years later. Thank you. And also, I want to thank my pastor, good friend. We met, and it seemed like we just connected on the first time. If some of you remember, Harry Burroughs, who was our musician at that time, invited he and his wife over, and they came in, and it seemed like we just hit it off right then. And when my home church came open, I recommended him. It was up to them, and I won't say it was up to them, but God planted him there. So he's there now, and even though our pastor here, he's still my pastor. Amen. And this brother here, Brother George Tyson, his minister here is great. And some of you probably have never heard him sing. Due to time constraint, we ain't gonna let him do that today. He come back later, bang bang. He's another Marvin Sapp. That's what I call him, Marvin Jr. Amen. And I really thank all of you for just coming. Here's what I'm going to say. When you see the name Reverend George Tyson on our program, then you come back. Amen. Now, I'm standing where the truth is told. I said you sound like Marvin Sapp, right? So now you can believe that. And I'd just like to thank all of you from the depth of my heart. And last but not least, I want to thank my wife. It's not easy being married to me. I have a problem with communication. And she says I don't tell her anything. And I'm going to tell her right here in front of all y'all. She can blame that on my grandmother. No, listen now. I know it sounds funny, but my grandmother taught me that when people tell you something, they don't tell you to tell everybody else. And for that reason, whenever somebody come in conference with me, if it gets out what was said in there, it's you going to be the one to tell it. And I don't even share it with her. You know, and so sometimes it's a minus, but then again, sometimes it's a plus. And I think I've got to figure out when to tell her and when not to. Amen. But I just want her to know, and I want her to understand, it's nothing against her. It's just a trait that I have within me that when somebody tells me something, I don't tell anybody else. Because if you want to keep something, you better not tell somebody else. You know, they'll put your business in the street. And I just want to invite all of you now, don't go anywhere. We have some refreshments in the back for you. And that big cake that got back there, I want all of y'all to get a piece. Everybody that's in here, go back there and share it. And then I want to say to St. Paul, thank you for coming. And if you need our services, just let us know. And we will try to be there as soon as we possibly can. Amen? Fulfill that engagement. I think this is the second time y'all been here. We ain't been over on Lake Woodson Road. Y'all was here last year for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and the preacher preached on unity in the community. Am I right? Amen. And today he said God cares for you. Amen. If all hearts and minds are clear, let us stand.